in Portuguese and English, and also in pedagogy. And I teach for public and private schools since 2000 in languages, teaching English as a foreign language in language schools and regular schools. We are going to talk about self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. So when we talk about self-awareness, it's not something new. We go back to Aristotle that says knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So it's really important to know yourself, to understand how you work, and then you can get more benefits of yourself. When I was preparing this presentation, I went to the dictionary for the definition, and I thought it was really interesting what I found. It's a noun, and it's uncountable. And I think bringing this information is really important because you can't really count. You can't show how much you know or how much you have achieved of your knowledge, of your self-awareness. So it's really important that there is not a point where you want to reach. It's something that you know, but you can't count. And when you talk about self-awareness, what usually happens is that we tend to go to automatic mode. So when you take the same decision over and over again, what happens is that your brain starts making automatic. So you don't take the decision, you simply do things. And it's really important. And why is that so important? Because if you have to take the same decision over and over again, you're going to get really tired. Your brain is going to use too much energy. So it's important to have the automatic mode. But you have to be aware there is the automatic mode and know when you need the automatic and when you need to take your own decisions. So you have to know what angers you, how you react when you are angered, what are your distractions, and use your distractions to favor you. So discover how you react and improve your attitude. Analyze your distractors and use them to favor you. And please don't judge. It's just to observe, it's not to evaluate how you're reacting. And remember, the more you know about yourself may lead to more anxiety and more stress because you start realizing something. So don't judge, don't get nervous, start little by little and take control of the situation, always trying to get this to benefit yourself. Now I'm going to pass the talk to Hawaida. She's going to talk about self-management.
Hello, everybody. This is Hawaida. As you can see, we are going today to talk about social emotional learning. And this is my bio. I won't read it. You can just have a look at me. I am a Relo mentor training, Relo office, US Embassy, digital literacy tools and cell certified program. I obtained my bachelor degree in literature, Faculty of Arts, Manufacturing University. I'm conducting my master degree in applied linguistics, Tanta University. I'm certified as an academic trainer, Teachers Academy, Minister of Education. I'm an EFL teacher and an instructor for more than 20 years, a freelance translator, English, Arabic, and vice versa. I'm a TESOL certified from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Okay, Mariana, will you please switch? Okay. About self-management. What is self-management? Today's agenda and contents, we are going to talk about, give an introduction to self-control, defining self-control, how to develop self-control and self-management, and enhancing self-control, and for self-control in the classroom, how we can make self-control in our classroom. And finally, wrapping up. Mariana? Okay, what is self-management? Making your own decision about how to organize your work rather than being led to or controlled by a manager. And this is how the definition of a dictionary of Cambridge. And as we can see here, we have control yourself, how to control yourself, and how to define ourselves. According to Merriam-Webster, the definition of self is like a self-regulation, the act of condition or an instance of regulating oneself or itself, such as self-regulation, the bringing of oneself or itself into a state of order, methods, and or uniformity, emotional self-regulation. And this picture can tell more than 100 words. You have self-control, balance, calmness, and determination, confidence, and willpower. If you're going to talk about self-management, it sounds like being your own boss, but it doesn't mean setting up your own business. In fact, it means taking responsibility of your own actions and doing things as well as you can. Okay, sometimes self-control is controlling one's own responses, so they align with short and long-term goals. If you have this picture, it can tell more than I can say. If you conquer yourself, then conquer the world. This is Paulo Coelho. Self-respect leads to self-discipline. When you have both firmly under your belt, that's real power. This is Clint Eastwood's words. Switch. Switch. Can you hear me?
Yes, Waida, clear.
Okay. About self-management again, self-management is also referred as self-control or self-regulation, is the ability to regulate one's emotions, thoughts, and behaviors effectively in different situations. Self-regulation, we have the three key self-management attitudes. We can say initiative, organization, accountability. And you can switch, Mariana, to have a look at the next slide. Okay, now we're gonna move about to how to develop self-control. Is it a tough mission or is it a tough task? Building social emotional learning skills such as self-control, it requires face-to-face interaction, meaningful discussion and reflection sometimes. And when we are in our classes, we have face-to-face interaction. But what about having a virtual classes nowadays? What can we do? This question I leave you to put your answer in the chat box, please. Switch, please, Mariana. Okay. Yes, you can switch. Okay. It also includes managing stress. Yes. The previous slide, please. Can you switch to the previous slide? Thank you. The previous slide, yes. The one before this one, okay? Okay. No. Okay, you can go on, please. Okay, thank you. Yes, this one. It also includes managing stress. I want you to tell me a story about how you managed your stress, especially when we are teachers and we handle so many problems and the challenges every day in our classes. Okay, I want you to tell me a story, but I want you to keep this in mind. We have another session after 40-minute time. I want you to keep this in mind. A story of how could you manage your stress at your classes. Thank you, Mariana. You can switch. Okay, now, how can we control our students? Students with strong self-management skills. What about them? They can arrive to class. Yes, what are the characteristics of students who own self-management, who possess self-management skills? They arrive to class self-prepared, they can pay attention, they follow directions, they allow others to speak without interruption, and work independently with focus. Yes, I have a slide here that we can take and we can use in the next session, hopefully. You can switch, Mariana. Okay, now we're gonna talk about how we have self-control in children. As young as 5, can predict important life outcomes such as high school completion, physical health, income, single parenthood, substance dependence, and criminal involvement. Yes, we have here, okay, what, no problem. Okay, you can switch. No problem. We have time limit. Why self-control? Yes, I want to ask everybody here, why self-control? Is it something crucial? Is it something important to have self-control? Yeah, having self-control, sometimes people say they can say it's self-regulation. It's about appropriately managing your thoughts and your feelings and impulses. It starts with being consistently mindful of yourself. Yes, it starts with being consistent, mindful of yourself and others, and working towards a high emotional intelligence. And what about high emotional intelligence? What do you know about high emotional intelligence? What if a student or one have a high emotional intelligence? Yes, you can stop and you have your thoughts and you, what could happen? Think, what could happen? Yes, switch. I want you to have a look at this slide and tell me what can you see? What does this slide give you? What thoughts that comes to your mind when you have a look at this slide? Please, I want to see what will you write in the chat box. It's true, we can have those early life challenges come up in the rest of our lives. Yeah. Especially early childhood have some challenges, Armin. Yeah. How do you control early childhood? How can you manage these emotions, thoughts in early childhood, especially with from 5 to 7? Yes, Armin, because it's true, we can have early life challenges come up to the rest of our lives. That's what we have happened in our lives. We cannot control everything, yes, but we can control at least how we respond to life. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. Yes, we can control everything we can respond. It's you it's you who control yourself, not others who control your actions. I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting for your responses. Yes, please, Mariana, leave the previous slide. Just I know we have time limit. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, where are you, Shayma? Miss Hala. Yes. Most welcome, Miss Wafaa. Thank you guys for all your responses. Mariana, please switch. Shaima, I think it is difficult to make for yourself self-control. Okay, how much is it difficult? To what extent is it difficult to have self-control? Yes, good point, by the way. I want you to tell me to what extent. Okay, guys, thank you. These are the links I used today. Thank you for so much. Now, now I leave the floor to Juliana. Thank you, Guy. Thank you. Any question? I will receive your question in the chat box. Thank you. Mariana will talk about social awareness.
Yes, now we go to Juliana from Panama. She's going to talk a little bit about social awareness.
Juliana, we can't listen you.
Juliana, please unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry. It was, yeah, I just forgot I was in mute. So sorry. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, good day to all. My name is Juliana Vasquez. I am from Panama. And as Mariana said, I currently teach in the University of Panama as an English teacher and MA in Applied Linguistics. And in this part, we are going to meet social awareness. After you learn something about self-awareness, it's time to pass it to others, right? So we are going to try to define what social awareness is, how to develop it, how to enhance social awareness, and how we can apply it in the classroom. Yeah, as I said, it's like we are going to try to build a sense of understanding, social awareness, social emotional skills. And in this part, we are learning how to deal with them actually in our lives to try other people. So pass it. Thank you so much. Let's hear your voice in the chat room. I just want you to type something you think about social awareness. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Don't Google it. Just type in the chat box, what do you understand by social awareness? After hearing about self-awareness, now we move to social awareness, right? So what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Amani says communication is to know where we stand in society. Good points. Collaboration. I can deal with other people even when they get me angry or annoy me. Armin, thank you. For those, how to communicate smartly with others. Thanks so much for your responses. Now we are going to watch a video. Think about it. You are going to see a scenario. So let's see what the video brings to us. Mariana is going to open the video for you. And what she's doing, so we are going to read our chat box. Mostafa says, being aware of your immediate surroundings. Yes. Social smartness. Actually, you're really smart, guys. Manny says, sharing. That's part of social awareness. Yes, you share something you have inside your inner feelings to others. Mariana, is it okay? Okay, keep chatting in the chat box. Understanding one another's feelings That's right. We understand other feelings. Let's see. Let's watch this video. Okay, so after you watch the video and in your life, what do you do in your life, right? Do you pay attention to other people around, what they're doing, how they're feeling? So that's social awareness. Mariana, pass to the next slide, please. So now let's practice something by ourselves. I want you to close your eyes, all of you. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. So I'm going to present another scenario. This is a big family that lives very close to the river. But suddenly, the river got out its path and took the family's house away. What do you think? How do you feel at the moment you imagine that scenario? Did you judge them because they built their house close to the river? Or you imagine how they felt just by losing their house, all that they had? Now, open your eyes. Let me know. What do you feel when you imagine that scenario? The river taking the house away and the family doesn't have anything else. Do you feel something? What do you feel? Mariana, please. Has it? Yes, one. This one. So if you feel sad or sorry for the family from the very beginning, and yeah, Anna says, I feel sorry for them and how I can help them. Yeah, so first you put on their family shoes, right? And after that, then you took a decision. You didn't judge them just because they built their house close to the river. Probably that was the only place or the only space where they could build a house for to live in, right? You sympathize. That's what social awareness is. To build empathy for others, to put in someone else's shoes. And after that interaction that you had, in your mind and looking at others, so you get a most efficient and proper manner to deal with your surroundings, with the problems around, with the struggles you have with other people, because we commonly tend to judge other people before looking at what is going on backwards, right? So if we want to develop social awareness, let's see what it brings to us. Mariana? Mustafa says, I think the God should offer assistance, Amani, sorry, and do an action for them. Yeah, thank you so much. So according to Daniel Goleman, there are 3 competencies to develop to get our very well-constructed social awareness. The first one is empathy for others, which is this capacity we have to put on other people's shoes, like feeling and sensing what they are experiencing, what they are feeling at the moment. After you build empathy, then try to get organizational awareness. This is just pay attention to your surroundings, in the inner atmosphere of a group. It means in your school, it means in your family, or any other place where you work. So you tend to build relationships, look at attitudes and the politics surrounding that environment. And the number 3, service orientation. When you build empathy or organizational awareness, and then you look for service orientations, like sensing the needs of the situation, what's really going on. At the moment, probably you had a discussion with or a struggle with a partner a colleague in the school. So sense the needs why that person is trying to, getting always discussing about any problem. Well, think about it, the need of that person, and after that respond likewise. How can we enhance social awareness after we build these 3 very important skills to get social awareness? How can we keep it with us? Let's see, Mariana. So here I brought some steps. I make a summary about how to get them or to keep them in our lives. Like the first one is develop self-awareness. Do you remember when Waida was talking about self-awareness and Mariana started to say it? So the first thing is knowing ourselves. Knowing ourselves. This is the first step before, creating social awareness. If you don't know yourself, probably it's going to be difficult to put in another person's shoes. Observe others. After taking or judging or, according to what you see, first observe, pay attention to how the person behaves. What is its attitudes, right? And after that, then you take decisions. Cultivate mindfulness. This is very important because sometimes we tend to react at the moment. The person told me something, I'm going to tell something back, right? No, that's not the point. The point is trying to keep calm the most as possible. That's the first step we have to do. If we react at the same moment, believe me, we are not going to take a good decision, and probably we are to keep arguing about any situation. So first, keep calm. That very famous phrase, keep calm. Don't worry, keep calm. After that, then practice forgiveness. This is very important because it's very difficult. I also think about that, to forgive someone after having a struggle, right? But this is a good practice when you wholeheartedly forgive others. So you keep in your heart. It means that you're building something inside your heart for them. And then you feel good with yourself. You feel good with others when you forget about what they did before. Probably you had very difficult situation in life that is difficult to forget, but it can to be treated. It can to be treated and try to forget that difficult situation. Affirmation and hypnotherapy. This is another way you can practice. Self-hypnosis is like getting affirmations to you, remove blocks. I don't want this negative energy in my life. I always want to be a good person, show others how I am. You know, things start in yourself, not in others. Things start in yourself. Reach high level of consciousness. We have to pay attention, as I told you, when we observe others, we have to be conscious that some people are passing through difficult situations similar to us. So what would you like others do for you? Understand your position, right? So understand other position as well. So become limitless. Now, I got an activity for you in Padlet. So I'm going to type the link over here. And this activity is not only for my part, it's also for my partner's part. So you can go there in Padlet, click in the link I provided, and you are going to tell me what activities can you create to cultivate social awareness in your classroom. Most of us here are teachers, right? But in the case you are not a teacher and you join being a student, how can you create or cultivate social awareness in your personal life or with your classmates, even though we are working in a virtual way? Because we are not in person, we are working virtual, but things happen. And we develop social awareness in any situation, any position, any environment. So share your ideas in Padlet. If you cannot open the link, you can also share your ideas in the chat box.
Just
Mariana?
one hint, there are some questions, and under the questions, you can add a comment. Don't add something else, just add in the right place, okay? So you have the question and add the comment to specific question.
Mariana, can you open the link for them to see how to place their
Yes.
question?
Yes, you can share the Padlet, Mariana.
So
You
you have here add a comment. If you already have a Padlet account, remember to do the login. So if you do the login, you're going to see your name here written. So you have 2 questions. You write under the question your comment.
in the second period, the second session about digital tools, you are going to meet Padlet in a deeper way. So now it's like introducing the app to you in this way, but after in some minutes we are going to meet Padlet with Waida. Now let's come back to our presentation. Mustafa says, also showing gratitude and being thankful for life's little blessings. That's right. I totally agree with you. And I finally bring some other ideas for you to practice in the classroom. These are some of the ideas I can provide. I have many others, but I want to hear yours. It's very important to hear your ideas. So the first one is in the classroom, if you're having, it can be practiced even in elementary school, depending how you adapt your activity. So for higher levels, you can read people's stories or biographies with them. So they try or tend to reflect on other people's life. So it gets like a connection with others, and it grows, more the feelings to show other people around us. You can also participate in a gallery walk. So having reading others in stories or biography, just, having in physics or in the computer, but you can also create a gallery walk, virtual gallery walk with some PowerPoints or Google Slides or any other app you have, and have them to read in that way and share ideas. So you can practice gallery work even virtually. You can also use examples of media. We have a lot of sources right now. We are working in a virtual way, in a virtual mode, and to help students understand the use of emotions. So What social media like digital tools to have a student record their reflections, like having a podcast or recording a video in Flipgrid, which are the digital tools we are going to talk about later, right? So you can have them to express their ideas, to express their reflections about a specific situation related to social awareness. So in that way, they can develop this skill for others, this very important skill for others. Well, for now, if you got any other questions, just let me know in the chat box. We are going to have a space for questions after this first period. So now I pass the ball to my partner, James Buckemeyer, who is very nice right now. Here I have some other information where I took some ideas as well that I can share with you later. James.
Hi, everybody. I'm James Buchmeier. I'm from Brazil. I'm a graduate in physical education in University of Paraíba. I have a master degree in the same university. My master in statistics. I work with public school since 2011. Let's talk about the relationship skills. Uh, you should realize that the way you use to pass on information, because it's necessary if you work with another person. Not that scientific studies said that only 20%, the attention, 20% of the information you said, the word you said, that is, most of information is transmitted in the other ways, such as body language, voice intonation, and the situation. Then try to use non-violent language. Always bring peace to your relationship. This is very, very important. Mariano, next one. About the responsible make decision. I studied a lot of mathematics and statistics, and I know what is a better for use for you make a good decision. To make good decision, you need some information about subsidence you on what you be more interesting. That's more efficient and effective. For example, you need to decide whether or not to take an umbrella if it rain in your city. So you look the sky and decide take or not. And you need to information. Information is your sky. If you can the cloud or not, there is our information what you use. In statistics, there are several ways to use the data to support your decision, such as structural equations, generalized linear models, item response items, etc. There are a lot of ways. But you must to know to look the information, the data, what do you want. Using solid data is a good way. So be critical of what you read or use for your decision. If you use fake news, maybe you make a great mistake. Then use a solid data. Mariana? Next slide.
Okay, so we have the chat if you have any questions. I'm going to share with you some questions for you to tell us what you think about this presentation and what tools would you like to have first. We are going to start now with Hawaida. She's going to present about Padlet. In the meanwhile, you can start answering. I'm sharing in the chat box.
Mariana, guys, I guess we agreed on a break for 5 minutes.
Okay, so 5 minutes break. If you want to continue here, if you wanted to log off and log in, We are going to be in the same place, okay? So
5 minutes for coffee.
yes. So have a 5-minute break. Now it's 10:15. So 10:20, we return, have a break, and then there's the link in the box for you to answer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. 5 minutes and we will come back. So we are coming back at, it's now 3:15 Egypt time. What about Panama time and Brazil time?
Panama, we are very early in the morning, 8:15 a.m.
15
So we-
a.m.
So we can get a coffee or a tea as breakfast.
Yes. Okay. We'll come back at 3:30. Okay. Or 3:25 Egypt time, guys. If you agree, you can send us your confirmation in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. We are honored to have you all. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, let it be at 3:25. I will come back. 3:25, guys. I write it. 3:25. Okay. Bye. Shall we log out and come back again, or we will keep that Zoom meeting open? Guys, Mariana, Juliana, can you hear me? We'll keep the Zoom meeting open. Yes.
Yeah, we keep the meeting open for them to come back in some minutes. Thank
Uh-huh.
you, Wafa. He says, nice, he or she, I don't know.
Wafa,
Nice conference.
she.
She,
Yes, Wafa, she. Yeah.
Okay, Wafashi. Nice conference, really, she says. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, Wafa.
Yes, we are going to stay here till you come back in 4 minutes, I guess. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So we are returning now with the second part of the presentation. Now we are going to present to you some tools. In the chat box, there is a link for a form. It's to evaluate the first part of our presentation, but it's also to share with us what would you like the most to hear about, to learn about. So we presented some tools and have the option to select the order you want. So in case we run out of time, we are going to present the most voted ones. If you have enough time, we're going to present all of them. As we mentioned before, it's just a short presentation of the tools. If you need some more help, either with self and emotional learning or with the tools, we are free to help. We can organize another meeting, no problem. So I would like you to answer the form to give us an idea. And I want to invite Hawaida to start presenting about Padlet. Juliana has given a taste of Padlet before. So now Hawaida is going to show how much we can do with Padlet. Hawaida is from Egypt.
Mariana,
Yes.
Host disable participant screen sharing.
Okay, just a second. Check if it's working now.
Yes, I guess it works. Thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. I guess we know each other now. We don't need this bio. Okay. Hello guys, this is Hawaida again. And we are going to, in this session, we are going to talk about a tool for digital classroom. We have so many, but today we choose, I want you to guess, what tools are we going to share with you today? You know, in today's world, it would be hard pressed to find an area of life that hasn't been affected by the process of digitalization, right? In other words, this modern technology has pretty much permeated every pore of our society, and that includes education as well. However, there is still lots of potential in that field that hasn't been taken advantage of. While the term digital classroom is very loosely defined, it applies to those classrooms which employs modern technology and communication in order to provide students with information. They use this information or that information online or in traditional classroom with their teachers and fellow students in order to learn new lessons. Guess what? Padlet. Padlet is such a dynamic digital tool that you gonna know how it works today. I want you in this time to be active participant and go to padlet.com. Okay, try to Google this and sign up in a minute. Try to. Okay, I'll tell you how to do so.
Yes, please.
Yes, Mariana. Yeah, you wanna say something?
I was telling you to go to Padlet and show how to do that. But
Yes, I will. Yes, you can write www.padlet.com. And voila, you can log in. If you don't have an account, you can sign up easily. And then you can sign in whenever you wish. This is say hi, Huwaida. Keep up the good work. Now let's go back to our slides and have a look how Padlet looks like. You can open padlet.com and you can sign up as we have already said. This is how it looks when you sign up. I want to ask, what is Padlet? What is Padlet? What do you know about Padlet? Yes. As you know all, a free application. It's free, yes, to create an online bulletin board that you can use to display information for any topic. Yes, you can easily create an account and build a new board. You can add images, links, videos, and more. This is how you sign in. Yes, I guess it's so easy. Okay, now let's see how can we log in to Padlet. This is how it looks. You can make your Padlet out of scratch. Students can only share types of answers. They can upload just about type of audio or images. Let's get in and see how can you can make a Padlet out of scratch. But I guess I have Padlet has limited, the free version only have limited number of walls. You can join Padlet when you write the link, or you can go to the gallery. You have tons, thousands of, oops, I guess it's an internet connection. Okay, now it works. As you can see, you can choose any of them, of these ready-made Padlet, and you can remake any of them. As you can see, we have so many. Okay, and we come, what I have made one here. Let's see how it looks. Let's have a close look at Tablet. How it fits our classes. Padlet offers basic version and as you know, a pro version. What is the difference? The difference is that it has an unlimited number of bulletin boards that you can have running. Yes, it's just okay to get the basic version. To get started, you just click on. You can make a Padlet, and then here we are. You will given so many options. You wanted to form how to let me just get that down. Okay. See, here are so many options. You can modify your Padlet as you wish. We have so many options here. You can rename it, give it a title. I can give it self-management. Yes, and you can give it a description, whatever you wish. You can say, how can you sorry, I'm writing in the title here in the description. How can you own how can you own a self-management. Okay, and you can change the icon. We have tons of icons too. So as you can see, or you can add your own picture. We have so many icons here. Or you can add your own picture. See, you can add your own icon. You can upload one. You can take a photo of your camera, or you can search images online, or even you can draw one. And you can go back, switch like this. Okay. As for the address, you can copy the link and you can share it with your colleague or with your friend or with your students. And then we switch these icons. We have so many wallpaper and the background, solid colors, gradient. I guess this one would be okay. No, I don't like it. You can choose a picture. No, this one is romantic. Yes. Or you can add your own paper. You can choose from your computer, okay? And then we come to as we have already finished making our background, you can choose this font or this one or this one. As you can see, I guess this one is okay. This is the first important step, the attribution. If you wish to know who wrote these posts, you need to make this active. See, as you can see, the name here disappeared when I click on that attribution. Okay, but I want to know who wrote this. As for this now, new post, yes, new posts come first, okay? And I allow comments. Yes, let me allow comments, okay? And reactions, we have here reactions like vote, star. I can give my student a star if they are answered, if it's a quiz or something like that. And I give them grade. I can grade them too. Yes. Yes, sometimes when I am the teacher who is responsible for the Padlet, it requires approval. Students can post, but their posts requires approval from me. Yeah, but I will leave it freely, and then at last I can save all these customization, and I close this. Yes. Okay, now I have, as you can see, we have so many posts from my students, and you can add any, and you can, if you have a premium of, if you omit, let me go and see how to remake it. When you make a Padlet, if you have the free version, you have only 3, and you can delete one and use it again. As for this one, as you can see, we have so many comments and posts here from my colleague, and it applies also to your students. They can post whatever they wish. How can I teach students to post something? I just click on that plus pink button, and then, as As you can see, it gives you a title. You can write now I want you to know let me give it a title. Okay, I will give it a title again, modify. I can modify this. How can we own or possess a self-management, right? Okay. Say, I want you all to answer the question. I have already on at the top of my Padlet, and I will send you now the link. I just copy. See how I copy link to clipboard. I already copied it, and I will send you the link in the chat box. Okay.
Somebody asked in the chat box about the necessity to log in. If you are commenting on somebody else's Padlet and you are not logged in, it will appear as anonymous. It's not a problem, but if it's logged in, you have this communication. So like you're doing work with your students, you have to emphasize they have to log in so you can know who answered and who didn't answer. So to create the first Padlet, you have to be logged in. To make comments or to add, as Hawaida showed us now, you don't necessarily need to be logged in, but if you are logged in, you are not anonymous.
Yeah, if you're logged in, you are not anonymous. Okay, guys, I want you now to comment and send me your answers. How can I send answers here? I told you, you just click on the pink plus button, and then we will agree that it will come first. As you can see, give it a title. I can share. What can I share? I can upload a file, a photo, an image, a video, whatever. Or I can share a link, or I can Google something. For example, I can Google images. Let's check. Self-management or self-control. Okay, let me say www.google.com. Oops. Okay. And then you can share the photo. Yes, I want to start my camera and take a photo. You can do so. We have here the 3 magical dots. I like them. Okay, you can upload a photo, a picture, or from your computer. You can share a link. You can Google something like an image, video, audio, or you can take a snapshot from your camera, and you can make a film. Let's try this. I guess it's an internet issue, but no worries. We'll try it another time, okay? You can share your voice or audio. You start. Hello, everyone. This is Huwaida Al-Abbasi. I'm honored today to introduce a new digital tool, which is Padlet. Thank you. Okay, and you can save it. And it is automatically saved, as you can see. Okay, I can edit also my Padlet. I can give it that color. Oh, I don't like it. I can edit like that. Or I can copy the post or expand it, or I can delete it, okay? Right? Okay, I want you now to try these features and these options here. I sent you the link in the chat box. Try to log in and try it by yourself. If you have any problems, just write it in the chat box. Padlet also has a Chrome application, as you know, and you can download it on your desktop.
Waida, are you there?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the responses on the Padlet. Thank you, Wafa. Thank you, Ms. Wafa. I guess you can write anything. You can even upload a photo. You can search or you can Google a photo and you can post it here on that Padlet. You can just log in to padlet.com. I can see Iman Zhao. I am from Myanmar and perfect, Iman Zhao. Yes. Not only here in Brazil, we are using these different tools to help us teaching. I really like Padlet. I like Padlet too. Yes, it's a dynamic tool. It's fabulous. I like it. I myself use it with my students. It's like magic. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Hawaida. While people are still commenting, take your time right there. I would like to invite James to present about Flipgrid.
Mariana, just one slide, please. I have only one slide, okay? Will you give me just a second? Okay, guys. I want you to see how can I make use of Padlet in my classes, in my teachings. I want you to give me a reason to use Padlet. Yes, you can write whatever you wish on the Padlet. We have already sent you the link, okay? I guess it's a group collaboration, brainstorm, individual projects, take notes, organizing events, writing activities, vocabulary, grammar, practice. Yes, you can practice grammar or even, and you can practice speaking too, by the way, by recording voice. You see, this is the option. This is one option we have introduced today. And we have class notification. You can active participation, could give active participation of the students. Yes, they can participate. And you can engage your students actively. It's a synchronous or asynchronous tool, yes. And you can make a formative assessment with this Padlet too. And you can use it. I won't go to this. Okay, we knew now we knew how to modify our Padlet today, and Padlet is like you can see at the final slide. I am a lover of that too. Yeah. Now, Kai, thank you. I'm waiting for your question and your participation on the Padlet I have sent you. Thank you very much. Okay, James, you can go on. The floor is yours.
Okay.
I'll stop sharing now so as you can.
James, just a quick reminder, remember to share computer audio if you're going to play anything, okay? And I think you
Ooh,
probably have to remove your earphone when you are sharing the audio.
okay. Yeah. Hmm. Could you see very well my?
Yes, we can see as the screen you shared.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Uh, we, we're talking about the Flipgrid. This is a great app which I like so much. And if you go through this link, you go you you will be see this. If you are a teacher, you use this. If you first time here, you click here for educators sign up. When you make a new group or a new topics, you send for your students a code which they use here. Okay.
Okay.
I have a account here, and I will show you my account. Here you can make a topics or group. If you have a lot of class in your school, I think it's more easy for you use a groups. But in this group, you need to to add your students and make a password for her, for him, for her, for them. Uh, but if you want to use this app for one or twice time in your classroom, I think it's more easy to use a topics. I will show you how you create or add a new topics, and I will share with you this link. Uh, for me, I will brainstorm for us. Uh, how can I mm, use it in my class? Uh, I prefer use a video because it's more like I think you can see the body language. I think I need to stop my this, and I think now I can. Yes. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Now we have a brainstorm. Every teacher you speak. Well, how can you use this app in your class? Okay. Bye bye. I like this app so much. Now we have a brainstorm. Every teacher you speak. Okay. I use take a photo for. I use some effects for more beautiful. Maybe like this. And I click here. I confirm. And I use send you. Necessary have a great connection because it depends on the, you can put a time. I think no more 2 minutes. I think 3 minutes is very nice. If you use with your students, if you don't know what they respond for you, I think it's much better you use stop moderation because you accept or not that response, that answer. Okay, I will copy the link and I send you in the chat. Please answer my question and we go next. We go to more tools of this app. Please answer this my questions in my Flipgrid. I forgot to. This is a code. If you share with your students, maybe you use like me because I use the link together with the site URL together with join code. But if your students is know to use this site, maybe just screen share with him with them this join code. Let's go, guys. I make a mistake. If you have some difficulty for record your video, so for us what you experience, what problem you find in your record your movie.
James, just to check if it's like automatic upload or you have to allow. I recorded a message to you and it's not showing up, so I think you have to set the settings.
Thank you, Mariana. I will here. Active. I remember that. I use Thought Moderate. Right. Okay. if you receive anyone answer, you can show here.
Hi everyone, just recording an answer to James. I hope you enjoyed this app. You can also use it downloaded in the mobile or in the computer as James is showing. Great presentation. I hope you're enjoying. Bye.
Thank you, Mariana. You are great.
You can either use in the computer or download it in your mobile. So sometimes we ask students to download, they love mobiles, and it's a way of doing it. We'd like you to try it on. So you can either type the whole link, or if you have the Flipgrid in your mobile, just type the last one, AA677F55. And then you enter and record just to have a try, even if it's very short. I use it simple. You can add, so my students, sometimes what they do, they flip around the camera. So the camera is showing nothing. They don't need to show their face if they are afraid of, but you can also edit. So you put something on your face and then you can record without showing your face. We would like you to try. It's a workshop, so you have to work. And then you know how you feel when you record. So you can feel easier to ask the student if you already had the try as being a student.
I guess they will learn it by themselves. They need to try everything.
Let's go for next information.
Okay, according to our votes, the next presentation will be about Anchor. I'd like to invite Juliana to share.
No, I remember that. Sorry, about the grid balls.
Oh, good.
Okay. This app have a great space for you find another one teacher for another country. If you go here, you can find it's a lot of word. I make some image. I go to I find someone's teachers for Norway and Belarus, and they answer me about the cultural games because I'm a physical education and why they answer me too about the Egyptian how they play. This some example you can find. If you invite someone here, you send an email and this person must respond to you. You click in this plus and you send an invite. And this is an example for this email which you receive. Juliana invite me to this, and the next action the teachers must to respond to you, and you can create a great ideas for the discussion, for using a different teams. I think it's very nice for use. Okay, if you want to find someone, this is a great place.
Okay, James.
It's your time, Juliana. Please go ahead.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, James. I have a problem with my wait. Okay, now it came back. Sorry.
You can shut off your mobile. Or you can keep it away from your computer.
Yeah, I had a problem with the computer, and now just at the moment.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Well, still having problem. I want to move to my phone, I guess. Oh. No. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I don't know. Something is going on with this.
Okay, guys, tell Juliana fix her technical issue. You can give your responses on the Padlet we have sent you. Shall I send the link again?
Well, as I told you.
ما اشتغلش لو مربوطه بالحساب البنك اعمله ازاي؟ اربطه بالحساب البنك يكون رصيدين يشدوا منك الرصيد. انا عندي الفرع ما فيهاش من اول ليه؟ خلاص ماشي.
James, we had some responses to your Flipgrid. Maybe you could share so people can see.
I'm back. I don't know. I had some problems with the laptop. Now I connected to my phone, but it's still linked to the computer.
It will make like an echo.
Yes, you have to mute your computer to log in your mobile.
Yeah, that's why.
You have to select. You have to select.
Okay, the computer is frozen. That's why. Yeah.
It's not frozen to us, Juliana.
Okay, perfect. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now let's move. Time's running fast. Okay, here's my window. I'm going to use my phone. You know, sometimes we have some problems with our laptops, any PC you have, but or computer you have, but we have our phones, and this is the good stuff because Anchor can be used also with our phones. Are you looking at my screen now? I share it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, the first thing that I'm going to talk about this app, I am going to show you. This is Anchor. Okay, here it is. Sorry, because now I'm using my phone and I guess the slides look like
no worries.
Smaller than in the PC in the computer. So the first thing I'm going to move on because of the time is running fast. This is Anchor. I'm going to present Anchor. This is an app that was created for Spotify. Free app, actually. That's the good stuff on this. Because you can go to Google Drive or Google and get this app in your computer or in your phones. That's the best stuff of all. meeting Anchor.
Juliana, you
Uh-huh.
said we can get it from Google Drive. You mean Google Store, right?
Now I'm going to the practice. This is the introductory part. We are going to see that. The good stuff on this is that you can record audio from anywhere or any device, because Anchor is a way you can record podcasts. You can visualize them, you can also edit, and you can arrange them in segments or episodes. You can also add background music or transitions after you record the audio, because you can edit it. And actually you can also cut the parts that you don't want to present in your podcast if you committed any mistake or something wrong happened during the recording. And you can record remotely, look, with up to 4 guests. So this has a specific button where you can send a link to any colleague, to any partner, or any other person that you would like to present or record your podcast. But let's start editing. So we are going to move to how it is. If you go through Google here in your phone or in your computer, the first thing that you are going to type is Anchor, right? Because you want to get Anchor in your computer. Oh, sorry. Or in your phone. I don't know what happened with the C. Okay, here it is. Anchor. You can install the app in your phone, or you can go straight to Anchor login. So this is how it looks like in my phone. You see, because the window is adjusted to my phone. This is the presentation, the introduction of the app. This is way to make the podcast. You can use it 100 free. You can get it also in Google Play for your phone. You can create, distribute, and monetize your podcast if you don't want it for education, if not for personal purposes. And this is easy to use. Here, you have an introductory part for that. But if what you want to get is the app, so you move, right? Sorry. And you sign in or you log in. But if you don't have Anchor, you sign it up, and you go there and find and create an account for you with your full name, your email you have, your password. You have to click where it says, I'm not a robot. And after that, you click in the in this last button you have where you agree with the terms of service and you sign it up. You don't need to do anything else than just what you do to log in any account you have. Padlet, Flipgrid, Facebook, all of them you have to log in to get the opportunity to create your own podcast. When you get in the podcast, I'm not going to log in because I have my own Anchor created already. So I'm going to move to my Anchor in my phone. Here it is. So this is how it looks like before entering. When you download the app in your phone, this is how it looks like. As I'm registered already with my Google account, the only thing that you have to do is just to click where it says continue with Google. Or you can register with another email. Okay, you can register with another email. Sorry, I don't know why my phone is still in Spanish because I changed it, I switched it to English and it's still keeping in Spanish. I don't know why. Okay, you can, start the session or you can continue with Google. In my case, as I told you, I have an account already set for me in Google. So I'm going to click here in continue with Google. As I continue with Google, it gets me to my to my podcast. This is how it looks like in your phone when you get in there. I would like to show the computer way, but now I have problems with that one, so I cannot show it. Maybe one of my partners can show it through their computers later when I finish the presentation for you to see how it looks like in a computer. Probably you already got that using the link Anchor. So this is the layout and design, my layout and design. So you can change the colors, you can change the way you arrange their episodes. You can also record a trailer for your podcast, you see? And you can also change everything here where you see the 3 dots. Those 3 dots always appear in most of the apps we are using. So over there, you can change your account. Where it says configuración de la cuenta is just the configuration. You click in there with the human shape, you click in there and immediately it's going to get your account, your personal account, and you are going to add your picture at the top. You can take a picture, you can select one from your computer or insert and drawing you have. You can also change the color. I have the pink one, but you can change it to blue, red, orange, light blue, and your name, and you check everything. And you also have the URL where you are going to use it for the rest of the social media that you want. As soon as you finish this, then you click in save at the top where it says guardar, you click in there and everything is saved. Always do it. Don't forget it and go back to the podcast again. Now that I made the first one, now I'm going to the second one, which is the configuration of the podcast. Over there, I click in the podcast. This is the complete layout that you see in your podcast when you are going to present or when you're going to start recording any podcast you have. But this is the general information. In the general information, similar to Padlet, where you have to write a title, where you have to write a description, Anchor also has it. At the top, you can add a picture. At the top, you can add a picture, any picture related to your podcast, and it can be even yourself in a picture, right? So this is how you continue. You can name your podcast. In this case, my podcast is called Let's Learn with Juliana Vasquez, and you can even write your name for other people to meet you for the very beginning. My description of the podcast, it means what are you going to find in the podcast, right? So in my case, these are recordings of different topics related to the study of the English language, its culture, nowadays tendencies, and current situations. You can also change the category of your podcast. In my case, this is language learning, but you can have maybe any other purpose like arts, books, design, beauty and fashion, food. So anything that comes to your mind for your podcast. Here you have some configurations like the logo for your anchor that you want it appears, explicit content in the second one, and in the third one, it shows the address of your email account in public if you want. If you don't want, so you just click in there and you close it. But in my case, I wanted to show. As I told you, the language of your podcast, you look for the language you want. In my case, this is in English, but you see that it's still in Spanish. So let's see, I already made changes. I'm going to the top at the right and I click in there. So immediately I save the information. I go back to my podcast and this is what appears in my phone. In your computer, probably it gets like bigger window, right? So you can see everything there. What you're looking here is my dashboard, okay? My dashboard is here. But in your case, you have to look for it where it says dashboard and you are going to find all the recordings that you are making at the moment. You can see your episode, you can see your statistics. And you can also record a trailer at the beginning. But let's move. Here at the bottom, you are looking something like some headphones. as a headphone at the bottom of the phone, you're looking at a headphone, you're looking at a plus button, and you're looking at your podcast layout and design. We are in the layout and design. Now I'm going to move to the plus button where it says tools, herramientas in Spanish, it says tools. The one in the middle, I click in there. When I click in there, if you have a recorded episode, it's going to appear immediately in your window. But if you don't have anything, it's going to appear something like says, starts recording. But in this case, as I have one, it appears my window. But you move to the plus button in purple color. You go there and over there you can start recording your episode. If you click in the plus button in purple, it's going to get you, wait, I have over there. It's going to get you to the place where you can record your podcast. As I told you, you can invite any of your friends to join to your podcast, right? So I'm going to click in here when it says invite your friends to join. Invite your friends to join here, sorry. And I'm going to get a link. I'm going to get a link over there to record with any of my partners if I want. So it says,
Juliana, I guess it won't work as we are on Zoom session. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I guess she is trying to record on Anchor, but I'm telling her that it won't work as we are in a Zoom session. We are using our microphones and our cameras. Okay. So she's not, she is waiting for somebody to join. Invite amigos means invite friends. I guess this is Spanish. Yes.
Yes, if somebody's using a different app, like you have Anchor in your mobile and you are watching the conferences through the computer, you can use it to enter.
Yes, I'm trying to click
Yeah,
on
I
the
think she
link,
wants
but
somebody to enter.
yes, I tried to enter, but she sent us the link and wants us to join the Anchor, but it doesn't work because we are using our microphone on our computers. I don't know why. It needs an access to microphone, but it doesn't work. I don't know. Microphone access. You have detected that Anchor doesn't have permission to record from this browser. To fix it, please allow Anchor FM to access your microphone. You can find in the browser setting. Yeah, I got it. Yes. Yes. I have Anchor. I downloaded it on my mobile.
already.
Okay.
We have to finalize it. It's already recording.
It's
Okay.
record.
We are recording, okay? It finished. We already finished and we closed the
Okay, Juliana, we are waiting.
It says, finish recording, good job, great job. This recording is going to be added to your library. So got it, thank you. You click in there and immediately you have the recording at the top. Here you have your recording at the top. You see, can you see that? Well, you click in the play button if you want to hear it again or edit it. If you want to edit, you can add other options. Look, here you have other options. You can add music, you can edit your audio. If you don't like it, you can rename it, you can export. Music, here at the top instead, add music. So I can look for any background music I want to add and I click in the plus button for this. Imagine I use the number 2, I click here and immediately I get another recording, but this time with music background. The first one doesn't have any music and it keeps in the second position. The number 1 is the same recording, but now with music. And I can rename it so I can say social emotional learning. Okay, here it is. I have also, you can download the recording I have. I can even edit the audio.
طب ما قفلتش من بره ليه؟
If I want to edit the audio, here it is. You can chop, divide, reproduce from here, and you cut the parts that you don't want. Okay, and then you say the information at the top. Say the information and you have another recording of the number 1, but now you cut it into parts. As soon as you finish, then you can add it to your library. In this case, you can add it where you have the plus button. You click in there and you add it to your episode, add segment to the episode. Now I can go back. I can close this. I can go back and I have my episode already ready for publish. If you want to publish it, you click at the top where you have the purple color, publish. You click in there and immediately you publish your episode. Here, you are going to go to a place where you have to write a name, for example, sale of your episode. You write a description, workshop on digital tools. The season, let's say it's the season number 5. And this is your episode number 1 of the season number 5. Complete, and you publish your episode where it says publish now at the bottom in white with purple ink or color or in the letters here, or you can change the day for publishing your episode or your segment here. If you want to publish, you publish this. And over there you have your first episode. I would like to show it in my laptop is better, but now you can see how to use it in your phone with your app. Probably you don't have the laptop, you don't have any computer around, but you can use your phone for this app. You can also discover other podcast episodes, and you click in there and you can hear them as well. But we can come back to your tools to keep recording, or you can go to your podcast layout and design. At the top, you also have the option to share it. You can share this episode you recorded or the whole podcast to any social media where you are in. There are different options in where you can show your episode, even in Google Classroom. If you have a class in Google Classroom, you can also click in there and send the link of your podcast to any class you have. Questions in the chat box, or at the end we can give some time for others to make some questions, right? Here it is, your episode, the episode that we created for this session.
Somebody asked about Anchor being just audio. Yes, it's just audio, but as Juliana showed, you can interact. Flipgrid use the video, but then it's just one person at a time. Only there's the option that you can record the video out and then upload the video. Then you can have more people, but you need them together to record the video. In Anchor, you can do just like that. Juliana is in Panama, I'm in Brazil, and we recorded it together. So it's just audio, but it has some advantages over the video, especially because of this communication. So considering that many people are still social distancing, you can have students have a chat without getting close together. So it's one of the things that really intents me about Anchor.
Ricardo is asking, how do I access, or how can I access? You can send him the link. Yes, Anchor FCOM, yes.
Okay, I will do it. Wait a minute.
Okay.
We are running a little bit out of time, so I will start presenting Loom. In the meanwhile, I will share again the forms for the first part of the presentation about social and emotional learning, and for the second time of the presentation, that are the tools we are presenting now. We would really like you to answer so we can have an idea on how to improve if you have the opportunity to present again. And I'm going to talk about Loom now.
I guess we are running out of time.
Yes, I'll try to be quick because I know some people it's very late, some people it's lunchtime, and some people are still waking. So Loom is an app that you can use it to record videos or to record your screen. You already know about me, so I'm just going to skip it. I'm from Brazil. Okay, so you can record using your built-in camera and microphone. For you to have a Loom account, you need to sign up with an email and create a password. If you have an educational email, you're going to have some more benefits in Loom. You're going to have a free account that brings some advantages to you. And you have 3 ways to work with Loom. You can download in your mobile, then you record your mobile screen. You can download the app in your computer, or you can use it as an extension of Google Chrome. It works for Windows, for Mac, and for iOS. I'm going to show you how to use the Chrome version, but they are very similar. Either use one or the other. The difference is very subtle. So if you know how to use one, you're going to know how to use the others. It's not a big issue. And you can use Loom to screen and camera. So you're going to record your screen and you're going to have your camera also on. You can have just a screen or just a camera. So you can select if you have more than one camera and microphone in your computer, you can select each one you want to use. And here you have screen and camera, only screen. So this is the outcome. So you download from the web store, activate the extension. So you have a Pinwheel, okay, it's the Loom logo. You just click on it to activate and start using. Then you have first just to sign up and then you sign in. Just to be careful because sometimes we sign in with one email and then the other time we sign in with a different email. You have to remember the email and password you used to sign up to always sign in with the same. So then all your videos go to the same place. So otherwise you're going to have a different account and then finding the videos will be a little bit difficult. So this is the Loom Kingwell logo. You click on it, then you select what you want. If you want screen and camera, just screen, just camera. If you want a full desktop or the current tab. So if you're going just to present something that is in a tab, you just select a tab. If you're going to present different things, select the full desktop. If your current tab, remember to first be in the tab and then start the Loom. Then you can select the microphone and the camera and just start recording. When you start recording, here you have this pop-up, let me say like this. This part here would be the camera. So if you're recording camera and screen, you're going to have the screen so you can see yourself being recorded. If you're just using the screen, you're going to have a photo here, your login photo. If you click on these three buttons here, you're going to hide this bar. This is to cancel. If you click here, everything you did will disappear. This is to pause the recording, and here you start and finish. You have just like the free version, 5 minutes to record. So it counts down. Once you start recording, it will count down. So you know how much time you have left to continue recording. After you recorded, it goes automatically to your Loom account. So you go to loom.com again, you go to your videos library, and there will be everything there, okay? Sometimes if it's a little bit long or too much information, it takes some minutes to be uploaded. You can create folders to organize because all the videos will be there. So just like you use in your computer, create folders and then you put the videos in the proper place. This is how your videos, your library would look like. And then you have 3 sections, all files, so manage your folders. In the left sidebar where you can have a quick access, and the top navigation where you can access your account, your settings, and other things. So just here, have your settings, and here how you can navigate. And then you create the folders, you can put star, you can move, you can rename. And to share, you also share the link. So that's something interesting, okay? You go to your video library, click on the video you want to download or share, just to open and share. So what's interesting, it's everything stored in the clouds. So it's not going to take space in your computer. You don't need to record all the videos in your computer. It goes to Loom account and then it's there. You can access everywhere you want just to log in. So these are some advantages that we have about Loom. I know I went really quick, but it's quite simple to use. If you are using in the mobile version, remember to put the not disturb, okay, airplane mode or do not disturb, because sometimes you are recording and then somebody rings you, so you lose everything, especially if it's like the last minute and then you are going to lose. So this is the idea. You just download either in the mobile, in the computer, or Google Chrome extension, and then they are very simple. Just select the two, start recording the way you want to record. And then the idea is that you give some try, okay? So try to record, have some experiment. It's really useful if you want to present something to your students. So as we said, you can present just the audio in an Anchor podcast. You can record your screen with yourself presenting a topic. You can have your students prepare presentations using it. You can use a Flipgrid as well. You can use a Padlet. You can share the Loom in Padlet, so you can also mix the tools. The idea is to have to give you some tools that you can experiment, and then you check what works best for you. I hope we kind of helped you have some idea of the tools. If you have any questions, if you want to ask something, in the forms, we let some space for free questioning, so you can ask there, we reply. Or if you want to take some time and write questions here in the chat box, we are going to be really happy to answer in case we know. Otherwise, you're going to look for the answer to give it to you.
interesting, Mariana. I guess I was about to say that we can use Loom with Padlet, but you said yeah, yeah. Okay. I now, guys, I need you now to go to the forums and you can sign in and you can write and you can answer the question there.
Something that I want to our audience know is that Loom, it's not available for all phones. In the laptop or in your computer, you can have it anyway, but in your phones, depending on your phone. Some Androids accept it, some others don't. But it's more useful for the computer.
Yes, it goes on with the not with Android, it goes with iPhone. Yes, I tried it. This was Android version, but it didn't work. Yes.
Technology always has some background, so you present many tools because in case one doesn't work, you can use the other one. Some people use it with Android very well, but as Juliana said, sometimes it doesn't work. I had some problems downloading in the Google Chrome because I had to press like accept all the extensions and I didn't press, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I uninstall the Chrome and install again to put the extension, and it was something so simple. So the idea is keep trying. One thing will work.
I guess they need more sessions. I'm not saying I know nothing about Flipgrid or Loom. Yes, and if you want more session, we can proceed. Yes.
Yes,
The form we sent you, it depends on the forms we sent you. If you need more sessions, we can proceed for more. Yes.
And in the rate of the cases, with the first app that we showed to you, which is Padlet, you can join all of the rest of the apps that we presented to Padlet and create a complete lesson for your students. Instead of using other platforms like Google Classroom or in Teams that we commonly use them, we can also use Padlet to change, the way we teach our students. So it's very innovative, motivator for them to meet other kind of sources, because we have this nowadays generation called millennials, so we can work with them using different tools, digital tools like the ones we presented. We would like to have more time to present more other tools that we have met before, but for now we consider these were the ones you can use, the most useful ones. But if you require us to teach you about a specific app or in deeper way, any of the ones we presented, just contact us, any of us, Mariana, James, or Waida, or me in Panama. So we are open to give you some recommendations and some training about this app. I'm so sorry that I had the computer issue. And
yes, we have some questions in the chat. So first, Anna comment about Flipgrid. Flipgrid is connected with Microsoft. I am an MIE, so Microsoft Innovative Educator, and recently they shared in the group. Microsoft is closing the Skype in the Classroom. They used it to have Skype in the Classroom for interaction, but they are closing to use Flipgrid. So this idea of bringing Flipgrid to the classroom is something that is not just, it's going to happen. And as James said, you can have a grid pulse. The same way you had Skype in the classroom, where one classroom collaborates with another classroom from other part of the world. The idea with a grid pulse is for a class to be able to find another teacher and collaborate. Ricardo mentioned about the GMKit. No, I haven't heard. I don't know if the others have heard. If you can share a little bit more to us, what is it? I'm going to search, I'm curious. About the Loom. Loom is for free for everyone, but the free version has limited access. So there are things that you can do and things that just if you have a pro account, you can have. You can pay for the pro account, but most teachers have a school email. So even if it's the Classroom, the Google Classroom email that you have, like stateofsaopaulo.com.br, is considered an educational email. So you can have it to access and have a little bit more things. But if you don't access the Pro account free for teachers, even the free version, you still are able to record things and to share. It's not a problem. Any more questions?
It is a kind of Kahoot, but strangely plays a great role because you can buy power-ups and sabotage just competitors. That makes the game funnier for students. Yeah, yes, I agree with you,
Yes,
Ricardo.
it probably raises lots of competitions for the students. This sabotage is kind of frightening, but that's okay, yes. And then you can do it, it's not just about the topic you are studying, but also about being attentive to what's going on. It seems really interesting. I just wrote down, I'm going to look for it. And we needed to share those ideas, those things that we are using. I think Kahoot is really interesting as well. It takes some time for you to prepare the activity, but usually students love it. With the Pro account to the 5-minute limit, if you have the Pro account, so if you're an educator, you can have a little bit more. What we are discussing the other day, there are other ways. So sometimes when I want to record a video, I go to Zoom. So you go to Zoom, you share your screen. If you are just yourself recording, there is no time limit, because when we are in a meeting, sometimes we have the 40-minute limit. So sometimes I use Zoom as a screen recorder, and then you have MP4, but then it's your computer, you have to upload. It's okay, you can upload in your YouTube, it's not a big deal. So just go there and upload. But sometimes I do it even to share, because it's MP4, you can share in WhatsApp, it's lighter. So just open the screen if you want your face, if you want to hide your video, that is just your screen. And then you keep on recording, you can pause, change the screen and unpause the recording. So it's a solution if you need more than 5 minutes. What happens is that they have some studies, just like for college entrance examinations, that the teachers present 8 minutes a joke, because it's the time that you have to concentrate. So when you are restricted to 5 minutes, you really go to the topic and then you create another video, you don't lose the audience. So although it's a drawback, it's also something that forces you to teach what you have to teach, just the main course.
I guess Anna tells that the permission needs permission for the form, the second one.
Okay, I'm changing it right now.
Yes, to continue with what Mariana said about Zoom, in Zoom you can record anything you want, any unlimited time, but you can also use a screencast. The difference from Zoom and in a screencast is that in Zoom you cannot edit your video. You get the whole video and you have to edit it in another software. But with a screencast, you can have it even in your phone now. There is an app called Screencast, and you can get it in Google Play as the other apps as well. And you can record and edit your video in the same app. So this is another tool I want to share with you all.
Okay, the form is open now, so you can go there. I'm sorry. Ricardo also said about Peer Deck. I use Peer Deck as an add-on for Google Slides. So it's really interesting for students. And then they also have the possibility of change their minds and put the right answer after you give the answer. So it's nice because the students feel comfortable. Okay, the teacher doesn't know I made the mistake. I just correct there and then everybody answers correctly.
Is there any other question you would like to share with us?
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for your comfort, for your sharing. Thank you, guys. Okay, and I will leave the Padlet application for you to comment on it. And the form too, you will complete this form. And I guess we took, I hope we are so light on you. Now, do you want to say something, guys? I guess it's the end. Okay.
Thank you very
Well,
much for the attention. We are going to be ending soon, so if you have any more questions, otherwise you can put in forms. It's now open, anyone can answer, and then you can add extra questions. At the end of the last question is ask us anything, say us anything you want to say, so we can get back to you with the answers. Thank you very much, Ricardo, for the suggestions. I will try the flashcard factory. I'm checking it, I'm curious.
thank you. We really appreciate you to accept our invitation to learn something else related to social emotional learning skills and digital tools for our classrooms. And the ones who are students, you can also apply or use them to make something different for your teachers and get them surprised.
Yes, be creative, guys. Use this application and show us how can you use it. You can post whatever you wish on the Padlet we sent you. Use it, and we are waiting for your feedback. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now we are going to end our session, the Zoom session, okay? And if you have anything, we are waiting for your responses on the Padlet we sent you. Anything else? Thank you, Lian. Thank you. Thank you, Olmedo. Thank you, guys. Now, Mariana. Bye.